It's an omen.
We are proudly now partnered with MindLab Pro. This is a 100% naturally produced nootropic that is going to help you with energy, concentration, and focus, whether you're a sim racer, a gamer, or none of the above. This is going to be good for your cognitive health in all walks of life. So check them out. Link is in the description below. Enjoy the stream, everyone.
It's an omen.
We are proudly now partnered with MindLab Pro. This is a 100% naturally produced nootropic that is going to help you with energy, concentration, and focus, whether you're a sim racer, a gamer, or none of the above. This is going to be good for your cognitive health in all walks of life. So check them out. Link is in the description below. Enjoy the stream, everyone. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to iRacing. It's been a while. It's been a week. It feels like a while. But we are back now in Season 2 for 2025. So for those that don't know, Week 13 in iRacing is just kind of like, there's no real official series running. It's just for like testing new features that are upcoming, things like that. So generally we take Season 13 off, or Week 13 off, sorry. So now it's Week 1 of Season 2 of 2025. So we're back now to continue to work on our road to 2K. So for those that don't know what that means, we'll explain. So as you can see, each discipline in iRacing has a different license associated with it, right? So these are the two we focus on, which is sports car and formula. So what we have to do is we're working on trying to get this number right here, which is your I rating. It's kind of like a reflection of your skill rating, I guess. We're trying to get this to 2,000 in both sports car and formula. But there's rules to how we are doing this. We're not allowed to just grind one series over and over again. Like say we did really good in one and we just clicked with it and we could just keep going at it and getting like I rating quick. We're not allowed to do that. We can't skip any of the series that we're participating in. We have to do them all, and we have to do it in both formula and sports car. And most importantly, we cannot give up our philosophy on how we believe we should race, which is clean, respect, honor, no dirty racing, no exploiting, none of that. So we have to continue to put safety rating first, follow our driving philosophy that our team stands for, and not skip any of the series that we're racing in. Those are the rules on our road to 2K. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that today, but mostly today is going to be focusing on practice for our team event coming up, which is Sebring 12-hour, coming up this weekend. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be our next major team event. And it just got more interesting because now there's rain. So it seems like every time that Chris and I, my team co-founder, get into one of these major events, it rains harder than the flood of Noah. So Chris said Bathurst will be forever known as Bathurst. And now it's like Sebring is going to be known as Sea, like the sea, and it's going to bring you into a wall. So those are our new kind of meme names for these events. And hopefully it doesn't rain too hard, but it says there's going to be, the forecast for Sebring this weekend says there's going to be a 95% chance of rain. So we're going to get in and do a lot of practice because we want to be able to at least perform decently. So let's give some shout outs and get right to it. Dave Gress, Marius Serbin, M.N. Bruno, Tuan the Almighty, Kismet, Jan, Bruce Gottfried, Apu Khan Tiki, M777, and Water Kate. Thank you guys all for tuning in and joining us today. So our team co-founder and strategist and planner, overall cool guy, Chris Farish, has set us up with a practice session. So we're going to get into that right away. So we're going to practice in the Stang. Chris is getting a low latency warning, and I know his internet is strong. Like, it's not, like, crazy fast, but it's good. Like, he has 9 megabytes of upload speed. There's no reason for it to be saying that at all. Like, I have, like, 200 megabytes of upload speed, but 9 megabytes is more than enough. Maybe iRacing is really trying to cramp down on the blinking situation because, like, I'm not joking, Chris has solid internet. There's no reason for him to be having latency issues, even with him streaming. I've seen how he has his stream set up, and it's completely fine. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just they need to tweak it a bit more. But I do like what they're trying to do with getting rid of blinking, because we all know how big of a pain in the ass that is. It's not right when you get stuck dealing with it. But at the same time, I've only seen Chris blink once, and that wasn't even his fault because we were all blinking, and it was in the Daytona 24-hour. There was just something wrong with that race where a lot of the teams were blinking. Even we were blinking. And like I said, we got 200 megabyte upload. MN Bruno, how's it going? Twan the Almighty is still here. STRGVNS, Truth Shines Forever. I like that name. Getting a follow. Lost in the Plot, getting a follow. LJB, getting a follow. Why not? Watercake, getting a follow. Brandon Akamu, why not? Getting a follow. How's it going, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're starting off with some Bathurst practice here. For the team. Oh, the fuck, it's pissing on the track already, Chris. What in the shit? Oh, it's pissing so hard, man. Why, Chris, make it pissing? That's actually good. We need to get some practice with it pissing. Okay, so let me get stream opened up in the background here so I can make sure I'm watching chat, interact with you guys the best that I can. A little tricky while we're racing, but I do my best. And I want to make sure, because when I've watched some replays back, I've noticed my audio is a little loud. Or sorry, a little quiet. So, is there a way to adjust my speaker, like my audio volume in this? Or is that done? Chat, what's this? Adjust voice chat. Maybe that's mine too. So try that. Okay. Oh, do we have wets on? We need to make sure we got wet tires on. Wet Betties. We got dries on. I don't want no dry tires. That's bad. We're gonna be sliding. We're gonna be sliding with wets. Yeah, look at this. This is Sebring, you guys. So anyone who was watching Le Mans yesterday, this is what I'm talking about with iRacing. Like, I love iRacing. Don't jump on me for saying this, but this looks like fucking Koopa Troopa Island, for God's sake.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
The track scans in Le Mans are just next level. What the shit? It's pissing already, Chris.
The leader has just done a 207.00.
Fuck, he's doing a 207 in the rain. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna need to warm up these babies a little. Find the dry line in the wet. It's always different than the dry line when the track is dry. Because where the track is usually run on when it's dry, it's gonna be rubbered. So there's gonna be like a lot of rubber on that dry line. And if you race the dry line when it's wet, and you're on top of that rubbered surface, it's even more slippery. So you really need to adjust your racing line when the track gets wet. I forgot I got my windshield wiper set up now. You can't go out that far in Le Mans, and I have to get used to it every time in this game. Koopa Troopa Island, playing Super Nintendo, Mario Kart, track scan of Sebring. I mean Koopa Troopa Island. $25, please, for my Super Nintendo quality track scan. feel like in the rain we could go through there in third, not fourth. It really doesn't feel too bad, yeah.
Okay, Andrew, seeing a few spots of rain. Seems to be increasing.
Like a lot of the people in the practice sessions I was doing in the dry was doing 205 to 207. And you're doing a 207 in the rain. That's pretty good. It only just got declared wet. Oh my god, that one right there.
0 seconds off the pace.
Okay, let me quickly fix my volume here. Look at that livery looking sick. Shout out to Brian Hickey. Did a great job on it, man. Let's turn this down so we can actually hear stuff. Like our teammates. Oh, now it just sounds like pissing. Forgot the rain. Just pissing sounds. Still sounds like pissing. There, I should be able to hear Chris better. Oh, the engine is still like brab. That's so bad. You're not even streaming and it's doing that, dude? Did it stop?
I'm posting it.
You don't even have that bad of internet. Okay, sorry guys, I unplugged the voice thing, microphone device. Just trying to get the audio sorted here. It's so loud in game, but I can barely hear Chris. I hate when it does this. This is the one big pain in the ass about streaming, is trying to get all the audio dialed in. So everything sounds good, you can hear your team, but you can also hear what you need to hear in game. Okay, there we go. I think that's gonna be better. Hey, Chris is off to the races again. Hey, he's moving.
The pit exit's clear. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Man, that livery looks so freaking good. Oh, we went way too deep there. Oh, wow. Now that it's been declared wet, I can feel it.
Okay, Andrew, we're getting proper rain now. Looks like it's getting harder.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, we gotta back up our braking marker there. Dude, you're turning into the new Rain Man. Look at you. It's crazy the progress Chris has made in the rain. When we first started the team, he'd never really driven in the rain because he had stopped playing iRacing. And then they introduced rain after he had stopped. And he's only really just started practicing it since we made the team. And he's gotten so good at it in a really short amount of time. It's not easy. Rain driving is an entirely different beast. Yeah, it's much more slippery now. So as soon as they declare the session wet, you really feel it. Wow, what a difference. Once it says session is wet.
Okay, Andrew, light rain now. Looks like it's getting better.
To the traction controls, it's like da, 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 da.
Sector 1 is 4.7 seconds off the pace.
The new livery Chris has done for the Porsche looks absolutely awesome. Woo! Back end getting slippy dippy. Look at Chris fucking killing it in the rain, man. Rain driving is so much about just being consistent and bringing your car back to the pits in one piece. Like, this is going to be a nasty event if it's raining like this for 12 hours with mixed class and the new GTP tire model.
It's raining now. Seems to be increasing.
$2.19.
Sector 3 is 2.7 seconds off the pace.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, done fucked up. We might have to start calling you to the new Rain Man, dude. Look at you. You're not spinning out. I'm spinning out. You've gotten good at rain driving really quick. Like I was just saying on stream, you didn't even do it before because when you played iRacing, before you stopped playing iRacing, there wasn't any rain. Well, guys, you can see now why we're practicing. This is not easy. I'm also now considering, like, what do we do about 1 or 2 teams? With the rain being a thing, do we do 2 teams or 1? 2 teams is going to give us safety if one car wrecks.
We've got light rain here. It's clearing up.
Oh, can we make the move on him?
Car left.
Oh, we got him!
Left.
It's so bad! Let's see what we can do here. So we gotta go down to 3rd here. Can't do 4th.
Sector
Turn
3
in.
is 3.1 seconds off the pace.
Let off a bit early, go down to 2nd, attack the corner. Get the
Sector
car
1 is
straight.
4.0 off the pace.
Saw on the wheel. Little cutting movements. Not one big consistent swoop. You want to do choppy movements on the wheel. Short shift, low RPMs. Attack the corner.
All right, Andrew, we're getting proper rain now. Looks like it's getting harder.
Oh, it's getting harder.
Sector 2 is 4.5 off the pace.
This will be a good kind of training video for anyone on our team. Because I already know the line of Sebring. Now it's just figuring out the wet line, gearing, all that, and basic kind of wet driving tips. Again, you want fast hands, soft feet. Be about a gear lower than you normally
Sector
would.
3 is 2.9 seconds off the pace.
And choppy movements on the wheel. You can see I'm kind of dancing all over the track. I'm not really following the line because it's just about trying to find grip. And if you can keep 2 tires in the grip most of the time, you're going to be okay.
Sector 1 is 4.5 seconds off the pace.
See, if I had just held the wheel in one smooth swoop there, we would have went by, like we would have found the grip, but then we would have went right past it. Bro, this is gonna be so bad with the new GTP tire model and shit.
Okay, Andrew, getting harder. Take it easy.
I'm wondering if this makes us need to rethink doing 1 or 2 teams. Because if we do 2 teams and one of them doesn't have someone who can drive in the
Front left,
rain,
96.
it won't be that
Rear
good.
left, 96.
Honestly, I think the Mustang feels pretty settled in the rain. It's not as bad. Maybe the Porsche is harder. But I think the Mustang felt pretty good there. Obviously, we're slower in the rain. That's going to be a given. Man, it's hard to make them out. If it wasn't for me using Discord not Discord. What was the old one called? Oh, I can't. MSN Messenger. Hearing distorted voices, I wouldn't be able to know what he's saying. I mean, I guess there is the advantage of putting 2 teams out, and if one wrecks, then the other one is still able to keep going. Yeah, I definitely think everyone needs to get in here and practice, that's for sure. Holy cow, like it is pissing. Just pissing.
Pit exit's clear. Push.
Now it's getting wet, more and more wet. We can see where it's pooling.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 23 Celsius.
It's almost like his audio is lagging. The Iracing voice chat is terrible. Whenever Chris uses Discord, it works way better. I'm gonna finish this lap and then I'm gonna tell Chris that we can't hear him because it keeps like lagging. It doesn't sound like distortion, it sounds like it's lagging. Okay, one sec. Let me quickly type on Discord, everyone. Okay. I just had to let him know, because I don't want him to think we're just ignoring him now. But I can't understand what he's saying. It's getting worse and worse. I'm sure if you went into Discord, it's fine. It's something to do with Iracing, because, like I said, Chris never lags. He never has issues with latency. He's only blinked once, and that was in Daytona when everyone was blinking, including us. I'm wondering if it's something to do with this whole new way it's trying to block people who are blinking. But like I said, his internet is more than suitable enough for iRacing and streaming and shouldn't have any issues. And he's not even streaming right now. So if you look at the wheel in the bottom, you can see I'm just doing little choppy movements on the wheel. As much as you can, try to avoid big swooping motions. Like if you're going slow, you can do it, see? But if you're in any kind of moderate to high speed cornering, it's better to do little choppy movements on the wheel in the rain than big swooping motion. Avoid the puddles. See, you're kind of just dancing all around the track when it's wet. If you're just going to follow where the dry line would be normally, you're not going to do good. And this is why you have to kind of drive a little slower in the rain and go where the grip is. And if you just know the track from, say, watching a lap guide or something like in optimal conditions, you're going to really struggle in a situation like this. See, at least we're going to be a little bit prepared for this now, which is good. Just get a little prepared so if this happens in the event, we'll know what to do. We'll be a little more ready for it. Most people always just practice in optimal conditions, but I'm sure there's other smart teams out there doing the same. But we definitely want to be amongst the smart teams that are doing it. That's for damn sure. Could probably knock the traction control and ABS up ever so slightly. Obviously, we're making it work without it. So that could be like a driver preference thing. Because we've got it set pretty good with its ABS and TC settings. So this is heavier and heavier rain every time. So it's kind of slowing our laps down more and more. But we're going to keep trying to get faster and faster as the rain's getting heavier. See if we can pick up any time. But there's not enough cars driving on the track with us right now for us to form like a consistent dry line. So in the race itself, it would technically be easier because we're going to have other cars doing this with us that'll be forming a line in the wet. So this is practicing on like ultra hard mode basically.
Sector 3 is 4.0 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, I can't imagine what this is going to be like with the new GTP tire model. They're going to be all over the place. It's going to be death. Oh. Oh. Scary, scary. Little bit better. Whoa. Oh my god, if we had to hit that pool there, that would have been trouble. Oh my god. Without a consistent dry line forming, this is difficult. But like I said, the race will be a little easier because there's going to be more cars on the track driving the line and drying the track out. That's why I said this is like training on hard mode, essentially. Little better.
Sector 3 is 4.6. Off the pace.
It's hard not to lose a lot of speed here because you're just sliding so much. But like I said, if we can get a bit quicker in this, then it's not going to be as hard on race day. I think it's going to be pretty much around the same lap time. Even slower. Pools of Death is right. Okay.
Sector 3 is 4.0. Off the pace.
We need to study the replay a bit here and see what is happening with the car. If we can maybe pick up some time we're not seeing. But God, is it hard when there's no other cars on the track to help you form that dry line. Like, it's just spitting back so much water. We need to avoid the edges of the track, obviously. That's going to be a given. Yeah, look at the new livery by Brian Hickey. Looks great for his first official team livery he's done for us. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks great. And I know as he does more and more livery work for the team, it's going to continue to improve his skills. $1,600 people tuning in. You guys are the best. If you can hit the like and hit the repost if you haven't done so already, it really helps us out. As we are struggle sessioning it here, learning as we go, driving in the wet. Look at look at the massive fucking wave behind us. Like, that's the wave in Point Break that Patrick Swayze like wants to ride and kill himself on in the end. It's that wave. Go back and watch us both racing. Okay. You should have seen it. The tail that was hitting Chris in the face. It was so bad. Let's start right from lap 1 here. We'll watch the whole thing. I think he comes back out on the track here pretty soon. And then it was both of us. You can see here, it's pretty light. Chris hit a 207. But when I just came in the room, he did a 207 in this. So when it's light rain, if you go with wets, you can push just like the track was dry. But if we were to run slicks at this moment, you would have to give back a bit and not push as hard. So in my opinion, it's easier to do a faster time in wet tires when the track is just moderately wet like this. But it also means it's going to it's going to accelerate the degradation of the wet tires because they're going to get extremely hot with the track not being properly wetted. But I definitely feel like they give you better grip when it's only slightly wet than, say, slicks do. TV mixed. So yeah, Chris, when I came in the room, did a 208 or a 207, sorry. I came in, I did a 218, and then it really started to rain hard. So watch how fast this changes. This is going to be cool to see in real time because it's going to show just how fast the rain comes in and wets the track and just how drastically it affects your lap times. Matt, thanks for tuning in. The Real Marco, Philly Daver, D-Dog, Chris, the team co-founder, Andrew Ratter, SC Gamer 008, Henry MTV, Biggest Dickus, John Madsen, Uncommon Rail. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are T-minus 4 days away from my birthday, and this is our birthday marathon stream. We're going to be streaming every day until my birthday, and then my birthday party is going to be racing with my boys, my team, my buddies. Race day is birthday. Sebring 12 hours is my birthday, and that's going to be the best thing I could ask for is doing it with the boys. We always have tons of fun together. So here, now the man himself is back. Let's fast forward it here to when we were both out on the track and just wait till you guys see how rapidly the rain comes in hard. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks great, Brian. So now you can see there's a bit more kick on the track, but this is nothing yet. And you can see the raindrops more. And I know I time accelerated, but it's not like it went so far ahead. Like you can see the kick behind Chris's car. It's not big yet. It's big, but fuck. Wait till you see the point break wave. I was like kicking it back into Chris's face and I just hear him screaming, I can't see shit. I was like, I know what it's like. Oh, it does have its default paint. That's right. I was only seeing it in the rain and with the spray. I thought it was the LRG paint. Shows you how blind I was. I couldn't see shit. I was like Ray Charles mode. The only thing I think I would do, Brian, is change the MindLab Pro writing to white so it stands out better. But everything else is like so good. It looks perfect. I love that livery, man. Is Trading Paints running? Maybe I need to refresh it. Yeah, Trading Paints is running. It always boots up. No, it's showing the micro Ricmo Tech paint. It ain't the team paint. So you can see the clouds are coming in heavier now. And the kick is slowly getting bigger and bigger. But it's not until he says the track is wet, and then it really gets bad. So what we're doing right now, everyone, is we have our team event on this weekend. We have 12 hours of Sebring. The latest forecast for the weather for Sebring has come out, and it's going to rain. So Chris has created as a practice session here where it's going to mimic the weather of the expected weather on the day. So we're trying to get practice in the wet right now because it's nasty. And with a 98% chance of rain, I mean, it's going to rain. So we want to be ready for it. Look at that, man. 2 LRG cars. Look at that. That's what I want to see this weekend. I don't care if I have to do the 12 hours solo just so we have 2 teams. I'll frickin' do it, man. I mean, I've done a 12-hour stream. I've done the 4-hour The Production Car Challenge. I think I did about 6 hours of Daytona. I didn't do much. I didn't do the most share of Daytona. Chris, by far, did the biggest share of Daytona. Then my dad, the Markitect, did a very big share of Daytona. And then I was probably 3rd out of the 3 of us for amount of time done because my teeth just fucking gave out on me. So let's get out there and give it another try. But let's take a look quickly. See, I think our wing is maxed out at 11 on the Mustang. But on the Porsche, it can go up to like 11 or 12. So what I want to try is going up a little bit of traction control, a little more ABS, just to see if we can be a little more aggressive with the car. And then what we will do is we will save a setup for the wet, and then obviously have a setup in the dry. But the only difference is probably going to be the traction control and ABS. But that way we just don't have to really fiddle with it. We can just quickly swap it when we come into the pit. So that should help. Wow, everyone, 10 likes already, 3 reposts. You guys are awesome. Just about to hit 2,000 viewers. So don't forget, you guys, hit the notification. Hit that follow if you haven't followed us already. So you guys do not miss out this weekend's event. It's going to be big. It's going to be a 12-hour stream. And it's going to be one of the major events in iRacing. You don't want to miss it. I mean, with it going to be raining this hard, it's going to be a crazy, crazy event. The new GTP tire model, which are hypercars, it's going to be crazy. So please head on over to our Twitch, which is in chat, and follow our Twitch channel. We're going to be doing the Sebring perspective of some of our drivers will be streamed from Twitch, where we'll be covering the event and our own perspective from this X account. But if you guys want to be able to keep up with the whole event and every one of our members' perspectives of the race, please head over to our Twitch and support it. Give it a follow. John Madsen, L. Tatanka, Lame Jacob, SC Gamer is still here. That deserves a follow. Andrew Ratter, how's it going? Dr. Strange Lovre. And Chris with D-Dog in the building. D-Dog, you're a longtime follower. You getting a follow, buddy. All right, let's go.
All clear. Push now.
So we've changed the ABS and the traction control. That's it. And we'll see if we can be slightly more aggressive with the car. But remember, there's no other cars on the track right now to dry out a dry line. So it will be slightly different on race day, but different as in easier. Oh, it already feels better. I can just mat the gas and I'm not sliding around. I think if it rains, we're going to have to just go hyper aggressive. Oh man, you cannot brake on the puddles even with high ABS, so that is an important thing. Gonna have to really alter our braking spots depending on where it's wet, because you cannot just stuff your brakes on top of puddles like that. So drivers are gonna need to be ready to alter their braking zones based on where the track is dry and where it's wet, if you're gonna need to brake all at once or kind of slow brake progressively. It's gonna be a lot of adaptation on the fly, which is what rain racing usually is. Same with endurance racing in general, which is why I like it. And since we weren't racing on the track and we were in the pits or watching the replay, it's gotten even crazier wet. Oh man, okay. It's definitely going to give us quicker time out of the corners with the traction control this way. See, I can just punch it and it's going to do its job, which in the rain you kind of need. See, I had to kind of get away from, I had to brake, gear down, and then before I did any more braking, I had to alter my line and get away from that big puddle I would have ended up braking right on top of. Here we need to be in the middle here with the water and not up against that wall. Sweep over here a little bit, go down an extra gear. Let the traction control do its thing. In rain racing like this, it's about surviving and getting the car to the pits in one piece. While everyone else is spending time to try to be a tenth faster or a quarter second faster by cutting out traction control or trying to get away with drives for a little longer, you're only risking wrecking. And in a 12-hour event, it's better to be consistent than risk wrecking. Oh shit, see, didn't alter my line enough there and ended up braking on top of one of those puddles.
I don't say it now.
Oh my god. Watch, by the time we come around again, the line we just like started won't be there anymore. It's raining that hard that it's just, we can't develop any kind of dry line by just ourselves being on the track. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sector 3 is 5.3 seconds off the pace.
Like, it just struggles so hard to gain any form of traction. Need to brake over there and then shoot into the corner to get the line. Short shift, keep the RPMs low. Hunt for the dry spots. Try to keep 2 tires in the dry, wherever that may be, or at least 2 tires out of any major puddle. Oh, it just wants to push straight through. It won't be this bad on race day though, because remember, we're the only car on the track. I think the traction control is too high, to be honest. I get it's going to be slippery, but we were getting away with it at 6. And we were doing all right.
3 is 4.8, off the pace.
It says my ping is 200 and yours is only 66, so you shouldn't even be having issues. Yeah, that's hilarious. Look at my ping compared to Chris's. The picture Chris just put up for what Sebring looks like. Likes, almost 2,500 people tuning in, and I really appreciate it, guys. We're just doing practice, and then we're going to do some races later, but we're really focused on trying to make sure we're dialed in and ready for Sebring on the weekend. Make sure you guys are dialed in and ready to watch. Hit the notification. Hit the follow. If you guys are on our YouTube, hit that subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a like. We really appreciate it. So I feel like we just need to slightly knock the traction control down to an in-between spot. 12 is too much. 6 was a little dodgy. So why don't we try 8? And I honestly feel like it was worse at braking with the higher ABS. And we just want to find that kind of like sweet spot. That porridge, perfect porridge level for what we're going to have this thing set as when the rain comes. Because it's going to be super important. We don't need to blow anyone away or take like lap records in the rain. We just need to survive and not wreck and keep up, and that's important in a 12-hour event. Kaminko 18, Tom Landy, Johnny, Maga Phalon, Mick, Andrew Ratter, Jared, Rosa, Kez Benlong, Meh, DC Living 3436, and AK. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We are in Iracing right now. We are getting ready for our team event coming up this weekend. As you can see, we're doing Sebring. We are taking part in the Sebring 12-hour. We might be entering 2 cars, like 2 teams. As you can see, we're practicing with 2 different cars right now.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
And that would be the first time our team has ever entered 2 cars into one race. So we're pretty excited. See the difference it makes with less traction control. Like a big one. But if we can get used to just being a little more controlled on the throttle, we'll find more time. but you can see the trade-off. The risk factor becomes much greater. But it's traction control is not going to be gating as much power to the engine anymore, which we could theoretically become faster because of it. But if it's only a marginal difference, it's not worth the trade-off in terms of consistency. Another thing you got to consider is team racing is just that, right? It's a team. It's not just you driving the car. So you have to have a car setup that everyone can drive. And not everyone is always the best at driving in the rain. It sucks. It's hard. So sometimes it's worth giving up a little bit of time just to have a car that everyone is going to be consistent in. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think 8 is not going to work. See, that's all it takes is a little twitch. What we could try doing is knocking down the throttle shaping, because 7 is aggressive. We could go with a less aggressive throttle shape as well. And then that's not going to be so much power right away on the pedal. So let's see if that kind of trades off a little bit, makes it more easy to control without being so aggressive on the track's control. Your throttle shaping is essentially your power curve on your pedal, right? So a higher, more aggressive throttle shape means immediate power, all available right away. A less aggressive throttle shape means it's going to kind of curve up into the max power of the car. So if we set technically a less aggressive throttle shape and there's not as much immediate power to the wheels, we might not need to use as much traction control, therefore, to control the car. So that's going to be our little experiment right now. Oh, it still wants to kick out. Might need to make the throttle shaping even less aggressive. But remember, we don't want to overanalyze this track in its current condition, because there's no other car on the track with us making a dry line. So as difficult as this is, it's not going to be this difficult on race day. Because when you have a bunch of cars driving over the same spot, it dries the track out. Then you have to start dipping your tires in the puddles to cool them down. Okay, let's try to do a proper lap here. it's a little easier, I think, to control off the line, even though we knocked the traction control down from 12. And I think we could make it a little easier by nudging the throttle shaping down a little more. What's up, chat? Iracing. This is Iracing. We are preparing for our Sebring 12-hour event. And unfortunately, the forecast just came out, bro, and it says it's going to rain. So our team has to get ready. If you're asking what rain I prefer, that's a hard call, man. That is a tough call. I like the way it looks in Assetto Corsa Competition. But if I had to say what I think felt most realistic, just from myself driving road cars in heavy rain, I'd just have to say iRacing. I think iRacing feels slightly more realistic, but that's just me, and I'm not a pro driver. We do have a league that we are a part of that has retired real-world race drivers in it, and we could ask them. But I did an episode where I talked to Mark Coffin about iRacing's realism overall. And he's a SCCA retired racer, done a lot of real-world racing. And I figured he'd be the best person to ask. He says iRacing is about 99% accurate in terms of real-world racing. And if he had known about it when he was racing and he had have used it, he would have probably been about 2 to 3 seconds faster on every track. And that's just because of the financial barrier being removed and being able to go and just put laps down over and over and over and study the data. Whereas in real life, you're gated by track day, you're gated by finances, gas, the travel time, how much time you're going to get on a track in track day. So yeah, he says it's a great tool and that it's very close to being fully realistic outside of the feelings and sensations that you lose from being in a sim compared to real world. It was a really good episode. You can find it on our YouTube. It was one of the streams. What's your thoughts? What do you like more? Oh my God. See, when we had 12 traction control, that never happened. But it also was gating so much power. I feel like we either need less aggressive throttle shaping or we're going to have to concede and give more traction control. I just feel like this is way too slippery and it's going to be way too inconsistent like this. I agree 100%. Shannon, I agree 100%, man. And I may not have raced race cars in the rain, but I was a dumb 20-something that had a Hyundai Genesis 2.0 T. And I did drive kind of stupid fast in the rain. Like, we live in the Okanagan here, and it rains a lot. And I've been in the rain. I know what it's like to hydroplane. And given its road tires, I know what it feels like. So in terms of feeling, I'd say iRacing 100%. But I also agree with your second statement. ACC does a better job with the effects of the rain. 100%. Well said. Very well said. Do you play iRacing? If you're interested in getting into team events, we're always looking to recruit drivers that are like-minded. We are a team that prioritizes clean racecraft, respect, honor, we don't exploit. And we participate in all major events in iRacing. in other sims as well. I've never played Automobilista 2. That's one I've got to get into. So what we've done now is we've slightly upped the traction control. Let's go 10. And then we've knocked the throttle shaping down to 3. So we'll see if that helps at all. But again, we don't need to be overly focused on tuning the car for this track setting. Like I said, it's going to rain, but there's going to be other cars.
Intake exit is clear. Don't
So
cross
we're
the
going to
line.
be able to
Black
get...
flag.
Oh,
You'll need to
fucking
come into
stop
the
and
pits
go.
to serve the penalty.
So we're going to be able to hopefully get a little more time out of the car. But that'll translate hopefully to a lot more time out of the car on actual race day when we have more cars on the track drying it out.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
Okay, so the throttle shaping right away seems to be better. I'm able to flat out there and it's not sliding on me. So if we can find, like I said, just a bit more time in these really bad conditions, come rain day when there's cars drying out the track with us, we should be pretty good. So if we can get the car feeling good here, it'll feel better there, is kind of what I'm trying to say. Oh, sanctions hit? That sucks, dude. Well, hey, you can be a viewer and fan of our team, man. You got a team to root for now. We'd be glad to have you as part of our following and fan base. Our team competes in all the different sims, but iRacing is our main focus. Okay, let's see what we can do now with this slightly changed setup. We got Chris out on the track with us, warming up in the Porsche.
We've got 2 laps left to come in and serve this penalty.
Oh yeah, it's feeling way better. Like, look how bad that kick is. You've got to have track memory in the rain when it's this bad. Oh, that's awesome, man. You're welcome to always give us tips and advice. We'd be extremely thankful. You can be part of our engineering crew. You're welcome to join our Discord if you want, bro. If you DM me here on X, or if you go on our YouTube channel, Legacy Radio Gaming, if you email me, I can throw you our Discord link, and then you can interact with us and talk to all the team. Oh man, it's getting worse. Okay, so let's escape out here and serve our penalty, and we're gonna start fresh.
You'll need to give back the time gained. Black flag, we'll need to pit to serve this penalty.
Wow, like I thought it was raining hard, but it's raining harder now. So what Chris has done is he's emulated the event weather conditions that are going to be coming on Sebring 12-hour this weekend. So what we're seeing here is very likely what we're going to see come race day. And this is nasty weather.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
All right, sounds good, bro. As soon as I'm done the stream, if you have emailed me by then or DM'd me here, I will shoot you the Discord link. So right away, I think 10 TC and the throttle shaping setting we have it at is perfect because we're not hearing that, like, the chugging of the traction control, like, being overused, like, where it's like, huck, 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 huck. Because the throttle shaping being less aggressive is allowing the power curve to come into the tires more slowly. So it's not activating the traction control as much, but we're still feeling stable on the track. So we haven't really had to alter much with the setup, except the electronics. You can hear it when it really has to work hard in the wet, in puddles and stuff. But it's not over-activating in other areas. Like there, because the power curve is allowing it to not spin. I might even knock the throttle down one more, the throttle shaping down one more, but I think this is going to be a good setup for the wet. It'll give us consistency and safety. Ice tires, right? Did you see what I did with the throttle shaping, Chris? I made the throttle shaping less aggressive. I knocked it way down, so there's more of a, like, slow power curve. And then I turned the traction control from 6 to 10. I just don't think we're going to be able to get that much faster when it's this wet. Because remember, we don't have other cars on the track with us drying it out right now. So if we can be stable in this, come race day, it's not going to be as hard. Whoa, whoa, little too much gas.
It's absolutely terrible here. Be careful.
Okay. But, like, you saw how little bit I touched the gas there and it went. So you don't want that, because imagine just for a second, you're in a 12-hour race, right? Imagine that happens, bam, you're in the pits repairing. So I'm wondering if we just go full out 12 traction control and maybe soft throttle shape so it ramps up to the power and we're not just activating the traction control over and over and over for no reason. So what we're going to do is we're going to save that as official, but we're going to call it rain recommended. Recommended there. But what you could definitely do is if you're going to use a weaker throttle shape, you could probably use less traction control. But for someone like me who's just still learning and not quite good yet with my pedal control or my my throttle, I'm probably better on the brake than I am on the throttle, I would say. I think honestly it's easier for someone like me to admit where I'm not good yet or experienced yet and just use that traction control. Oh, throttle shape is a hardwired setting. So is that something we can't change once the race starts? All right, so let's see if we can't do some races today and get our safety rating up a little for the big hit that's coming. Because she's coming. No, I'm just joking. We usually do pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. I'm very happy with the team results. I always am. Oh, I should have watched the replay and looked for the paint. Damn it. Okay, what do we got? Snetterton. We got Summit Point. I hate Snetterton. Oran Park. Well, what are we doing? What are we starting on, boys? What are we starting on? I'm going to say let's do Summit. In the Caddy Batty. This will be our race for the day. I just said Caddy Batty, boys. So we'll do this one race. Do a little bit more practice. See if we can't get our lap times down just slightly more in the rain. Let's get this going. Hey, wait a second. I just realized something. In the Road to 2K Challenge, now that the season has reset, and I'm not active in all those series that I was active in, I can be smart now and not enter into as many. The YouTube channel is Legacy Radio Gaming. Sorry, man. I didn't see your text there.
The leader has just done a 112.4.
Every patch, this has to be done on a car that I haven't driven yet. Like, I have to do this every patch. And then when a new patch comes out, I got to do it all over again for every freaking car, every freaking time. Make me super angry. Getting faster at it, that's for sure. Okay, controls. Okay. Okay, time for some caddy batty practice.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
One of my favorite
Your
cars.
exit's clear. Watch the white line.
Sings is savage. I have not driven this track with it yet, so we need to get the hang of it in this beast, because this thing has got a lot of power. And I've usually done this track with weaker cars. Nothing with this much savagery.
Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds off the pace.
Not bad. Not bad, just getting the hang of it.
P4. Sector 3 is 1.6 off the pace.
Okay, we can definitely shorten our braking zone there. We don't need to be braking that far away.
Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, that's from way too conservative a braking zone.
Sector 2 is car right. Clear right.
That's exactly what Sector 2 is. Car right.
P5. Sector 3 is 1.1 off the pace.
Okay, that's better. So between the 3 and 2 cone. Whoa, whoa, baby. Don't be dirty. Don't be dirty to me. Don't be a naughty catty. A batty catty.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
There we go. Just from shortening up the braking zone. She gets through here pretty damn good for a big car.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
This one should be better. Much better.
P4.
Oh, Jesus!
Car right. Right side's clear. Sector 1 is 1.8 off the pace.
Wasn't sure if he was slowing for the corner or not. I didn't want to cut him off.
Car clear left.
Okay, that works.
Sector 2 is 4.4 off the pace.
Even while dodging guys throwing Cadillacs at me. Wondering if we stay third there, we could probably get on the gas flat out much sooner. 109 fastest lap. We did a 112, so we're not wildly off. Slightly better. Let's try third here. Let's try to not overshoot that first. That would be good.
Mind these track limit. On your right. Clear right.
Fourth might be better there. That felt better than third, to be honest. Maybe I need to do some short shifting. We need some more people registered, or this is going to be really small splits.
P5. On your left.
So I could have went flat out on the gas there for sure in third. We just have to back up our braking marker because we're not using that extra gear to slow ourselves. So if we're going to use third there, we have to just back up where we're braking, back the entry up slightly, but I think it's a better call.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
All right, race is about to start. We're pretty
6th place.
pretty consistent in the 112s, I'd say.
Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
The one section is where we're losing most of our time.
Left front 95%. Left rear 97.
Just sent an email. Awesome, bro. VR helps with hitting the apexes and not overthrowing it into corners. I guarantee you it does. I know Chris has VR and he's told me it helps a lot. What I'm working on doing is setting up a triple screen setup. I've got a cockpit, a next level GT light cockpit, next level racing GT light cockpit. I got the next level racing monitor stand. I've got a Logitech G923 wheel and pedal. And then we've got a Philips 4K 43-inch Google gaming
B6.
TV with G-Sync, and it can do up to 144 hertz refresh. It was only $399 Canadian. So it's a very cheap, big screen, and it's going to be easy to get 3 of them. So that's my plan, is to get a triple screen setup, with this being the first of 3. But yeah, once the stream is done, I will get your email and I will shoot you our Discord, and you can be in our team. Even though you can't play iRacing, we do compete in all other sims. Le Mans and Assetto Corsa Competition being second and third. iRacing being our main focus. But you're welcome to be part of our community. We have a gaming community. We are going to be playing other games as well. And you're more than welcome to just hang out. What really helps, I've noticed, having the cockpit, the monitor stand, the bigger screen, getting your field of view set up right, it really helps to be able to, say, turn your head and look out the left side window, or look out towards the B pillar.
Just done a 120.4.
Look out towards the right side of the front window and turn into the corner better by looking where you're going. And I can't recommend it enough. Like, get a cockpit, get a monitor stand. Before you really start dumping money into sim racing content, I would get a good setup first. And you don't need to break the bank. like I said, the screen Canadian was $399. The cockpit Canadian was $330. The monitor stand Canadian was $124. And then boom, you've got a setup where you're going to be able to perform your best because you've got a big enough screen that you can look towards the apex, look into where you're turning, and it's going to help you so much more than you would ever realize. And I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just saying the truth. Like, it really helps. I struggled on a little computer screen. I really did. Because it sucked to, like, just try to look and be like, oh, is it wet there? Is that the dry line? And you couldn't really tell. And I didn't even think about not being able to look into the corners where you're turning. I didn't even think like that at the point because I was still so new. But now, looking back, it's like, wow, that really makes a difference. I knew it was going to be a small split. I fucking knew it. 7 of us. There's only 7 of us big boys. So I'd like to lower my seat a bit here, maybe. Oh my God, I don't think we want to be midget style. I don't want to be seeing so much of that, like a post there on the left. But it's just the design of the cabin, unfortunately.
The track temperature's falling. It's now. Okay, Andrew, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
All right, let's go, boys. Let's get our off lap, out lap done. Get used to the line. Figure out our gearing. Get in our rhythm, in our flow. And then our first time lap, we want to just get it in the bank, safe and sound, so it's there. And then our second lap, we use more as a push lap. That way we don't risk invalidating both laps. I would say definitely that this is a track I would add amongst the tracks I know. I'd say Summit for sure is one of the tracks that I have full confidence that I know the line on it. I know where it's going, when, what's coming up next. It's just about getting faster and faster and faster on all the different cars that drive on this track. So this safe lap, we'll go with a 3rd through there. On our push lap, we'll go down to 2nd.
The leader has just done a 111.0.
Pretty good for his first lap. Really good.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Okay, our sector 2 is a little better.
P2, you're now 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Okay, 2nd place. I'll take that for right now, but that's going to change. That's going to cost us a lot of time right there. You don't think it would, but it do.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Oh, that was a ripper of a lap, and we even screwed up. Oh my god, we could have killed it. So it's second here. Second's going to be the faster gear. We just figured it out. And that's the end of qualifying. So third, looks like we're going to hold on to third. I'll take it. If we hold on to third. If not, it's not the end of the world. There's 7 of us, but how many of these guys are going to make it through the race? We don't know. We will find out. This is a track that usually claims a lot of lives if people aren't ready for it. It's a fun track. It carries its rhythm really easily. It's an enjoyable drive if you know the track. I would say, though, that until you figure it out, it's definitely a struggle session. Once you figure it out, not so much. Enjoyable, I would say, for sure. My dad loves Sebring now, and it just because he just was like, let me try it. And he got in some practice, started doing it, and now it's like one of his favorite tracks. And it ends up being like that. It's one that you just hate until you can figure it out, and then you're kind of like, this is fun. I like this. So we're going to be back to doing some Sebring practice after this race. We want to get as much time in the wet as possible. Right now we're just trying to get a bit of a buffer to our I rating and safety rating for the weekend. More T, how's it going? Hi Geronimus, uncomfortably numb. Chris, Game on Health. John Nuceroni, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. James, Icarus Resources, Sound of Silence. Shahin Bai Endo, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, gave you a follow. Just a Woman with an Opinion, longtime viewer, just gave you a follow. Angel Merkin, The Tender for Law. Turner Catalage. Thank you guys all for tuning in and enjoying our stream today. I hope you're having a good day. Tuesday is the new week, the new season. This is the first day of Season 2 in 2025 for iRacing. And we have our big event coming up this weekend, you guys. So hit that follow, hit that notification. Make sure you are following our Twitch channel. We have the Sebring 12-hour coming up this weekend. Our whole team is competing in it. Big team event. We're either fielding 2 teams, 2 different cars, or 1 big team. We'll see. Either way, tune in because it's going to be good. And make sure you all check out our sponsor, Mind Lab Pro. The link is in chat. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the description. This is a 100% natural nootropic. I can't tell you how much it's helped me. I started taking it 3 days ago, and my first 2 races were yesterday
P3.
and the day before that in Le Mans, and they were my best races, my best performances. It's 100% natural. There's no synthetic additives. It synergizes well with coffee, and it's going to give you insane levels of focus, energy, concentration. Like, I can't tell you how much it helped. It almost felt like cheating. Like, if I wasn't promoting them, I wouldn't tell you guys about it because it was that good. Like, try it. Trust me. You won't regret it. I'm not going to lie. Before I tried it, I was like, oh, it's going to be a natural kind of thing. I'm sure it might help a little. But to be honest,
90 seconds.
It blew my mind how much it helped. And that's why I'm, like, telling you guys, try it. Like, I'm 100% putting my name on it. All right, everyone. This is going to be good, hopefully. It's going to be fun. That's one thing for sure. Whether it's good for us, another thing.
60 seconds.
30 seconds, everyone. I love this Cadillac. It is so fun to
30
drive.
seconds.
I did not get into driving it for quite a while. And then I just thought, oh, the Fanatec. It was on Nürburgring, and I liked that track. So I was like, oh, why not? I'll try it. Me and my co-founder, Chris, we ended up in the same race with the Cadillac, and it was so fun.
10 seconds.
He ended up
Track
flying
temp
by
is
me after I
31
wrecked.
Celsius. The air temp is 19. 25 minutes.
All right, let's try to have a good result here. Then we're back to kicking ourselves in the rain, everyone.
This is a rolling start. Stay behind, Casey, in the right column.
Yes, sir.
Safety car speed is 72 kilometers per hour.
It's funny because when you see these cars on the street, they're always driven by old ladies. Or juiced out Guido looking tattooed wannabe gangster dudes. I didn't realize they were race cars. This is going to be crazy. So the Kia in this is a front wheel drive. And it's pretty quick. They've got like 300 or so horsepower. So it's going to be interesting how the traffic works out here. We just need to survive the first few laps of death. Yeah, the hypercar is awesome. That's the one I drove in Le Mans the other day. If you watch yesterday's stream here on X and the day before, some of my best races ever. It was my first races using our sponsor, MindLab Pro, and I can't tell you how much it helped me. Watch them. I drove like an animal.
All right, Andrew. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
I'll do my best, Jim.
Go, go, go.
Okay, we need to survive. Hopefully we don't get dive bombed. These things aren't easy to slow down if you're not used to the car.
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. The guy ahead is Zimmer, car number 2, C license.
Short shift it. Keep that power in the back under control. Pit this lap for more fuel? What the fuck? Did it just say that? I didn't even adjust the fuel for qualifying. What the fuck? I hope that's some kind of glitch.
Gap in front is now 0.7.
Okay, good first couple laps. Let's settle into a rhythm here.
The leader has just done a 110.8. The guy ahead has just posted a 111.2.
Okay, so we're on leader pace right now. This guy's fucking blinking in front of us and he can get into the race. Chris isn't even blinking and he wasn't in the race or able to get in the race. Like, are you kidding? We got ourselves a good moto car battle here, folks. Y'all know how we say it here. It's a moto car battle. He lost some time there. Got us closer into his draft.
That lap was a 111.3. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Oh, he fuck up. He fuck up. I don't want to get near him. He blinked again. Did you see that? He's going to crack under pressure. I can tell you right now, we don't need to pass this guy. We just need to keep driving clean and put him under pressure. Show ourselves in his rear view. Drive clean, but close and aggressive, and he's going to crack from the pressure. These are 25-minute races. These are really good starts for if you want to get into multi-class and longer kind of endurance racing. This is a really good series to start.
The gap to Zimmer ahead is now 1.0. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
I'm telling y'all, Mind Lab Pro, I ain't fucking around, dude.
Fastest lap for Casey, 110.8. Nice one, Andrew. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P3. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Let's make sure we don't screw up. Get the car back on the track. Wasn't the end of the world. Push too hard there. Tried to use up all the track, but just overshot slightly. So we just need to dial that back a little. But we'll catch up to this guy easily, because we're running the pace that the leader's running. This guy is a little slower. And he's a little more mistake prone. So we can always count on that with another 19 minutes to go. What's most important for us is not even passing this guy right now. With 19 minutes, we want to try to make a bigger gap behind us, so there's no chance of us losing third. That's our best option right now. Then as the race progresses, we'll slowly move up anyways. But consistency will widen the gap behind, and that's what's most important. Haven't lapped any of the Kias yet.
That lap was at 111.5. The gap to P2 ahead is now 2.3.
Oh, I think I saw a car come out of the pit. A couple of them, I think.
You're 0.2 off the pace in sector 3.
Okay, we got
Catching up with
traffic
the slower
now.
class cars.
And this guy in the Cadillac is sketchy. And he's not the
Car
smartest
clear right.
driver.
Right side's clear.
He got through that traffic, but we are going to have an opportunity if we're going to be encountering more of those Kias. Because if you're a mistake-prone driver, you're sketchy, it's harder for you to get through traffic than other people. He did good there, but it's just every time he's going to come up on traffic is going to be an opportunity for us.
The gap to Zimmer in front is now 2.7 seconds.
You had to get around them Kiers. I'll catch him.
P3. Okay, Andrew, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Sitting in a good spot right now.
Number 9, you are brutal.
Number 9. Wasn't that Yoko Ono's favorite number? Wasn't that Yoko Ono's favorite number? Number 9.
Your lap time was at 112.2.
I don't think sending it deep into the back of the corner like that is the best way to do it. I think it's better if you brake early and roll through like we were doing in the MXs. This guy ahead is doing a lot better now. He's hitting his groove. Some people just takes longer than others.
Kano is pitting from position 6. It looks like he'll come out just behind you. The guy ahead has just done a 111.0. The gap to P2 ahead is now 4.0.
Oh, he's gonna try to back into us. No, thank you, sir.
Car right, clear right.
Surprised you didn't punt that guy too, number 9.
Didn't I say that would happen? I told you the guy's mistake prone, and he'd make a mistake before the end of the race that we could then capitalize on. But now we need to get back to
All
hitting
right,
some
Andrew,
decent
halfway
laps
home.
here,
We've got
and then we
plenty
can
of
hold the
fuel, P2.
position. But now that he's made a mistake, he might push harder and make more, or he might push harder and just drive good. So, doesn't matter. We need to drive our best right now.
Oh, you okay?
The gap to Zimmer behind is increasing. It's now 2.9.
Declan Purvis. The Purvises. Meet the Purvises, everyone.
That was 111.7. Slower class car ahead. Car right. Right side's clear. Okay, Andrew. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Excuse me. We are under 10 minutes now, everyone.
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Slower class car ahead. The guy in front's a bit incident prone. Be careful here. On your right. Clear right. Slower car ahead. This guy's their class leader. This guy's reputation's a bit sketchy. Bear it in mind.
Oh, not another one. You wouldn't say.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Left side. Clear left. That lap time was 112.7.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
P2, okay Andrew, you're reeling. KC in, the gap's now 4.2.
I think that's the leader up ahead. Six minutes, you never know.
The gap behind is now 4.4 seconds. That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
That's the hope, Jim. That's the hope, Jim. Traffic time.
You're approaching a group of slower cars. This driver's reputation's a bit sketchy. Bear it in mind. Sector 2 is 0.8. Car right. Clear right. That lap time was 1:12.0. Left side. Still clear left.
Probably 2 more laps, maybe 3.
Zimmer is closing the gap. It's now 3.5 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I'm gonna guess 3 laps. I got bird shit on my window. What in the... How do I get rid of that?
You're coming up on a slower class car. This guy's rep is below average. Watch yourself.
Oh, what a shocker.
Left side, clear left.
That guy just gave me a fucking 4X. Are you kidding me?
You have 5 incident points.
Oh, one more lap. Shouldn't be too bad because it was a 25-minute race, but with an A license, incident points hit you so hard. So we're definitely going to be driving out the clock
Okay,
here.
Andrew, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. You've just done a 112.6.
I tell you, it feels like cheating with MindLab Pro. Since I've started using it, I've had
Well done, Andrew. Great
a
drive.
second
That's
place
a podium.
in Le
That's
Mans
the end of the
Ultimate,
session.
a 3rd place and a 4th place in Le Mans Ultimate, and now a 2nd place in iRacing. And that's not a joke. Ever since I started using MindLab Pro, that's 100% truth. Check them out. Link is in the description for YouTube. Link is in chat for X. So what we're doing right now is we're bleeding out the clock. You don't have to be fast right now, but because the game calculates incidents per corner basis for your safety rating, and it doesn't stop calculating until the session ends, it's good to do this because you're just going to make sure to gain as much as possible. Or in our case, try to make sure we lose as little as possible. There, the session's ended now. If you look down in the bottom right in the black box, you see remaining has switched from the amount left in the race to 44 minutes. So now it's not calculating anymore. So we basically got 1 extra lap, which it always helps because at A license, the hits are big to your safety rating. Very, very big hit. All right, let's see how we did. So a gain of 55. And a small loss to our safety rating. Almost puts us at 1400 I rating. I'll take that. Definitely want to get in the practice session. All right, let's let everyone know we're going back in for some practice here. What the fuck? The main message says it's going to be a sunny week in Florida, but the thing that the forecast says is it's going to rain. Like, what the hell? Like, iRacing is so bad at telling people what it's going to be. Is it going to fucking rain or is it going to be sunny? Like, to give mixed messages like that is not cool. You're just setting everyone up for frustration in a shitty time, in a shitty event. People's friend, how's it going? Shaheen Bayando is longtime viewer now and soon to be part of our Discord. SC Gamer 008, Trench Digger Productions, and Charles. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just gave you all a follow. Just about to hit 4K live. We're just doing some practice right now in Sebring. In the rain, I mean, it can't hurt. If it doesn't rain, then we're prepared, right? Like, it really can't hurt either way.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
So make sure you guys are tuned in this weekend for our Sebring event. 12 hours of Sebring. Team LRG. We are fielding 2 squads. Potentially. Maybe just one because of the rain. We don't know. But we are looking to field 2 teams. The Mustang and the Porsche. And it'll be our first time putting 2 cars into one event. So we're very excited. Oh man, it is so bad. Like, there's no way that they would do this with the new GTP tire model, would they? Like, I'm hoping it's sunny, but if it rains, we're prepared. Oh my god. Oh my god, the slide is so bad. Ooh, it's nasty. Absolutely nasty.
P2.
That's a good point that Chris just said in Discord. Is if it's a sunny split for the pros, it's not going to be a sunny split for us, which is how it always goes. Top split gets mint weather, and then we just get fucking pissed on. It's the best shit in the world. It's because all the pros are little mingy kids, and they're like, oh, we don't want the rain. The rain, it's going to make us crash. It will. We don't want to crash on live stream. Oh my goodness. So then they don't. Then the iRacing are like, okay, shh. And then they're like, shh. And then they just take away the rain for them. And then they're like, well, what are we gonna do with the new rain system, sir? What are we gonna do? And they're like, just dump it on the bottom split. Just fucking rain. Put the rain in the bottom split. And that's how I see it going in my head. That's my head movie. Holy shit. Look at that time we just did. A 2:18. Bop, 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 bop. Like the traction control is just out of control. But it keeps you straight and stable and not spinning, and that's what matters. So we've been able to kind of cut down the amount of traction control by lowering the throttle shaping.
Okay, Andrew, he's chucking it down now, but easing off. Take it easy.
It is chucking it down, bro. It's been chucking it down, bro. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Turn, baby. Turn. There we go. Fuck, we lost a lot of time in that slide. I'm hoping to God it doesn't rain, but if it rains, we will be prepared. Without rain, we can do pretty good times. I'm about a 2:03, Phil's about a 2:02 in the Mustang, and then we got some really fast dudes in the Porsches that are doing like a 2:01, 2-minute flat for Jesus. He's killing it. Use the gears more than the brakes, really. Oh, you gotta be really careful where you
The rain's
brake in
easing
that
now.
spot.
Looks like conditions are improving.
Improving, yeah, sure. All right. Well, we don't want to overdo it. Hey, where'd my paint job go? Why'd my paint job gone? Oh, it's probably because Chris is tweaking trading paints to make it so we have the team paint on all the cars. Look at that, just burning out in Old Man Phillips' front yard. Just, blah! Okay, so I think we're prepared for if it rains. As prepared as we're going to be, but we're going to continue to practice a little bit every day in the wet until event day this weekend. So I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure you guys please hit that notification. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our Twitch. And it is this weekend. It is going to be a 12-hour event over Saturday and Sunday will be the time zones that we're doing it in. What? So, how did I get $20 iRacing balance? Where did that come from? Someone done sent me $20 in iRacing. Who done it? Who freaking done it? Well, whoever sent me $20 in iRacing, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that because you guys don't understand how difficult it is for me to buy content in Canada. Like, it's insane. It's $20 plus, like, over $20 a track because of the conversion. And then on disability, it's even harder because I just don't have much free money to play with. So whoever sent that, thank you so fucking much. And I know exactly what I need to get with it. I need to get a GTP. But I don't know what one we should go with. I don't know. The Acura is good. I like the Acura in Le Mans, but I drive the Cadillac a lot. I know what we need to do. We need to confer with the boys. Let's confer with the boys here. I don't think this one has the Peugeot. I don't think. They got the Porsche. The Porsche might be a good one to go with. The Porsche 963 GTP. I'd say that one is probably going to be what I go with. Yeah, because they don't have... Oh my god, what is this little thing? And how do I race this? Chris, what the shit is this, bro? It looks like a Mazda MX-5 and a prototype had sex. 500 horsepower, it's a fucking Pontiac go-kart, boy! Oh my god, we need to get one of these things. Okay, sorry, I got super distracted there. Okay, so I think we'll go with the Porsche. We'll go with the Porsche. Because I know the Porsche is a good GTP. Oh, it's logged into my dad's account on the storefront. One sec. This is always super annoying. Then you almost buy content on someone else's account. And about that, like, there should be family sharing with like content. Like, there's no good reason that I should have to buy a track and then my dad should have to buy the same track. Like, it's stupid. Really stupid. And iRacing has made enough money. They make enough money. They don't need to be that greedy. But they are. And it's unfortunate. I really think what would be good is to see them, oh wow, I can pay for the whole car and still have $8 left in iRacing funds. Man, whoever sent me that, thank you so much. I wanted to get a GTP for a long time now. Because I started in Le Mans Ultimate, driving GTPs and prototypes before I came into iRacing. The reason why I started playing iRacing was because I felt like I wasn't getting any better in Le Mans. And I wanted to come into iRacing, a game that has less fast, like it didn't just throw you right into prototypes. It didn't just throw you right into GT3s. You start out in slow cars. You get to build a foundation. And that is what I wanted to do. That is what I was lacking. Oh, it was Chris who sent it to me. Have you tried the, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get the Radical tomorrow with what's left. I still have enough left to grab the Radical. Where is it? Let's see where it is. Where's the Radical? The Radical Batical. The Radical Sabbatical. Where is she? Thought I saw it. Is it not in sports car? You'd think it would be in sports car, right? Where is that little stinker? The human papillomavirus car. I don't want that. Oh, a door wedge. Look, there's a fucking door wedge right there. Here it is, Radical SR10. That's the one we want. Right, Chris? This one? This is the one we want, right? The SR10? Okay, so let's see the sessions. Yes, this is the one we want. The Radical Cup. Okay. I only need to pay $1.90 because of the leftover money I still have from what Chris gave me. That's hilarious. Oh, it's got to send me a code to my phone every freaking time. Oh, it sent it to my fucking Hotmail, you knocker. Hate it when it does. It's like Steam is like, I get it. They want to keep your account safe and stuff, but sometimes it's just a little overbearing. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but it drives me fucking crazy. Because I'm using the same two computers. It's either I'm logged in on Steam on my slow computer in my room, or I'm logged in on Steam on this computer. I've even got it on Family Share to try to avoid this shit. Okay, so let's quickly sign in here. Hobomail.com, otherwise known as hotmail.com. Come on, y'all bitches. Steam support, yes. There we go, we done it. So now I gotta go back to this thing. I gotta frickin' add it to my cart again, and now it'll work. I can buy the Radical for $1.90 because of the leftover funds from getting my Porsche. So thank you so much, Chris, for an early birthday present, dude. I couldn't have done this team without your help. And I couldn't run the team without your help. Oh, I gotta type in my card information. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream because I've just gotta do a bunch of boring stuff right now. But we will be back tomorrow. We're gonna start doing some radical testing, have some fun in this car. We're gonna, of course, be back to doing some more Sebring practice. And just preparing for the weekend, everyone. Again, don't forget, mark it in your calendar this weekend. My birthday stream. Let's make it a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow.